The righteous cry, and the Lord heareth them and deliver them out of all their troubles. Hello, beautiful. Hello, handsome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thank you so much for watching me. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the messages. Whatever God is doing is for His glory. We give Him the honor, we give Him the praise. He's worthy to be praised and adored this morning. He is a good God. He loves you and He wants the best for you. Thank you so much for watching me. I love you. Today, the word that the Lord gave me is the silent cry. The silent cry. The Lord said around yesterday afternoon, lunchtime, then He gave this word. Then He was like, there are a lot of you. When you sleep, you don't sleep because you are worried about something. Some of you, you cry all night. You cry all night. You cry all night. I'll repeat it again. You cry and cry all night. You are thinking about your problems. You are thinking. Instead of you sleeping, you are just thinking. You are just thinking. But you should know that weeping may endure for a night, and joy cometh in the morning. It's not every time that is going to be like this. That's why you have to get it right. Get it and get it right. There is a season under the heaven. He can hear every cry. If you are there and you are thinking He doesn't hear, no. That dark hour, that because of something, you cannot sleep. Instead of you enjoying your sleep, you are just thinking. And you are thinking the Lord doesn't hear. He hears everything. One thing you should know, that God loves His children. And He is a what? A rewarder of those what? Who diligently seek Him. Don't think He can't hear you. He can hear everything. And He hears everything. He sees everything. Normally, it's been a while, He just sees the word of the day. That's it. But this one, He was like, they can't sleep. All they do is cry. All they do is cry. And one thing happened yesterday after later in the day, something happened and I'm crying. You know, when you cry and you cry, you finish crying, and still tears are coming, but you're not crying, but still tears keep flowing. And I'm like, wow. I just said to myself, wow, when the Lord gave me that word, I was like, I didn't understand. Then later, after I cried and you finish crying, but still tears keep dripping. And I'm like, wow, the Lord is really true and faithful. When He said the word today, I just sat down and I was like, and later I knew, okay, now I get it. Then midnight, around 2 a.m., I woke up again and I just said to myself, I just have to pray. I just have to pray. So I just prayed and prayed and prayed. I don't know when I fell back asleep again. And normally, when you wake up in the middle of the night, I was watching, I don't know which pastor said, I was like, there's something which is going on, which the Lord wants you to pray about. So when you wake up in the middle of the night, turn your thinking into praying or worshiping. Don't try to think and think, because you thinking will not add anything to the situation. It will not deduct anything. It still remains the same. The situation doesn't change. So you thinking and doing, you can't sleep, you turn this way, you turn this way, you turn this, you don't know whether to sleep with you don't know which direction to sleep, but nothing will change anything. Just know that God is still in control. He still reigns and lives forevermore. And know that He's still seated at the right hand of God the Father Almighty. He is interceding on your behalf. That's why Jesus came to die for us. This is the reason why Jesus came. He suffered everything so that we can enjoy it here. You don't need to suffer. You don't need to think. Jesus has done everything for you. That's why he went on the cross. He endured the pain. It wasn't easy when he was on the cross. When they were mocking him, it wasn't easy. But because of you and I, that's why he endured everything. So you don't have to suffer. Leave everything in God's hands. He is in control. He knows what is going on. Nobody is in control of this world. Did anybody say, let it be light? No. Nobody can add anything to you, nor deduct anything to you. The only person who can shut you down and say, this is it, this is your end, is him himself. Nobody in this world. So have faith in him that he's still on the throne. He is interceding on your behalf. So I will go with you with the silent cry. Jesus cried out, the silent cry of Jesus. Jesus cried out to God on the cross. The 7 cries of Jesus. He says, Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they do. Of course, he always say that. We don't know what we do. We don't know. We don't know. When people were saying a lot about him, they didn't know he was the one, the true Son of God. Today, thou shalt be with me in paradise. He said that he prayed a prayer. On the cross, he also said, woman, behold thy son. Son, behold thy mother. My God, why hast thou forsaken me? Of course, there will be a time like this that you will think that God has forsaken you. And we say that without the pain, there's no what? There's no, imagine if Jesus didn't go on the cross. So after the pain, after you have suffered a while, after all the crying, after all that you have been through, now is your time to laugh. I test. Jesus was testing. He felt like he needed water. He felt like, oh, I wish I can just have. Sometimes you wish you can have something, but Jesus was thirsty. But instead they gave him vinegar. It is finished. Jesus also said that it is finished. So there is a time for everything. There is a beginning and there is an end to every situation. The same way Jesus started. And he started when the crucifixion and everything started. He thought it was not going to end. But it got finished at the end of the day. Father, into thy hands I command my spirit. Jesus also said that, Father, into thy hand I commit my spirit. We all have to commit each and every day into God's hands because he is in control. He knows what is best for you. He rules and reigns forever. He is in control of everything. Don't lose faith. Don't lose faith. Don't lose faith. Have faith in God. Trust in him. Trust in his timing. The same way Jesus went on the cross. The same way Jesus said, Father, if it's thy will, take this cup. But nevertheless, not my will, but yours be done. I pray that his will be done in your life today. Not your will, but his will be done in your life today. Thank you so much for watching me. I pray that God should keep you today. God should keep you this week. God should keep you this month. God should keep you this year. Enjoy the rest of the day. Enjoy the rest of the week. Enjoy the rest of the month. Enjoy the rest of the year. And until we meet again, shalom. Know that God loves you and he wants the best for you. And I love you. Happy Sunday. The peace of God be with you and your entire household. Shalom. Love you all. Bye now.